guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I am Chelsea, and today I'm going to be talking about okay, so I have I have 5 kids, but this is for my 2 oldest girls who are 10 and basically 12. She'll probably be 12 by the time you see this video. So this is American Girl School Rules Writing Ideas, How-Tos, and Tips to make you a whiz with words. And my 2 older girls, they are pretty good at writing. We have done a few writing curriculums in the past, like Write with Ease and all that stuff. I can't think of the other one we did, but we've done a few things, and they don't enjoy them very much. And I want them to enjoy writing because it's one of the best ways to express yourself, and it's a good way to get those feelings out and just give them a place to be. Luna! My doggy. So I wanted them to really have a writing curriculum, or not really curriculum, but a writing option that was fun for them and would put some joy back into it, but would also be able to give them a lot of tips and how-tos and all kinds of things. So besides just me kind of telling and explaining them, I wanted to give them something that they could just take off to wherever they felt like writing and work on it there. So I bought 2 of these, one for each of my older girls, and then they're just using a notebook with it. And I'll show you, I'll turn around and show you, I'll do a flip through, but this has all kinds of just tips and prompts and quizzes to learn like your writing style and more of your personality when it comes to writing. And it just has all kinds of ideas, and I'm liking it so far. It even has games that you can play to like get you to start writing and all kinds of things, and grammar. So I'm gonna turn it around and let you guys see inside. Now we've just started using it this week, so they've had 3 days of using it. They had a brainstorming day and a draft day and then a final paper day, but they really enjoyed it. They loved that they could just take it, go to their room, and just write about whatever they wanted to write about and have fun with it. So let me turn around and show you what's in here. Okay, so that's the cover. They also make like math books and all kinds of things. That just says Dear Reader. So here's the content. So get ready to write, craft your draft, say it with style, creative and personal writing, reports, and research writing, revising and editing, and wordplay. So of course it has all kinds of fun pictures in here. And then it has all these little quizzes that you can take to kind of get to know, your personality and your writing style. Gives you little tips. And so the quizzes, yes, you can write in. You wouldn't have to, they did. But you could pass it down from kid to kid if you wanted to. So this talks about just getting to the point and how to brainstorm. So this is where my girls started yesterday, and I don't think you would have to go in any kind of order. It doesn't really look like it, but you certainly can. Hit list. So this is talking about how to kind of get your things in order for your different paragraphs and your main ideas. And it talks about all the W's and the how. So just ask yourself all those questions. I won't go this slow, sorry. But anyway, then it talks about if you want to persuade or entertain or inform. So it gives you cute little ways to remember that. And it just talks about what each of those means and how to write a paper on it, how to get things in order. Try not to go too slow or too fast for you guys. So some of this will be kind of review for them. Their other writing curriculum was much more difficult, and I think I'm actually going to save it till they're a little older. I just wanted them, we're kind of more brave writers in our house. Write about whatever you want, and you will perfect your craft the more you write. So that was another quiz. This just is a fun little supply list for you. And then this just talks about if you want to use your computer or your pencil, the pros and cons of both. Some do's and don'ts if you feel stuck when you are doing your draft, and what to do if you feel blocked, writer's block, what to do. This talks about practicing and different ways you can practice to make it a habit. So some of this is just reading and reminding yourself. It talks about not being a copycat. Don't want to do that. Things you can do to not be a copycat. And this is really good for one of my girls, I won't say which one, but I'm always telling her, wait a minute, did you just copy that from Google? So, because she'll have her own stuff too, but then she'll have a few sentences where I can tell that that's not her. So she'll learn how to cite that or to change it up. And then let's see, the voice of your writing shows how you feel about your topic and about your audience. So think about who you're writing for. What does your writing need to do? So that's a good question to think about. So they would spend, you know, a day or a few days working on a paper that's really that shows really who they're writing to. So like with this, to turn this into more of an assignment, I might say, okay, I want you to write me a paper where your main target audience is 7-year-old girls. Make it for them. Okay, now I want you to take the same topic and make it for 7-year-old boys. Or I might say you're writing to a group of teenagers about how to keep the park clean. Make it stand out to the teenagers, make it interesting for them. So we will turn all these little things into assignments. Pencil in your personality, decide the right voice for the job. So again, that goes with that. So write a letter to grandma. You obviously want it to sound like you're writing to grandma. Write a letter to the president. So that'll be fun. We will go through and do these and see how their different voices come through that, what different words you would use for that, and just all the stuff. Write a roadmap. Give clear directions to help readers follow your writing from beginning to end. So this just helps you keep your writing in order and gives you lots of tips and good little things to know. Again, follow me. So these are just the words that you would need to use. It helps you with that. So we would take a few days, just however long we want, and make sure we're working on good, you know, like location words or change in time words and all that stuff. Just showing you guys what it says. And then that just continues. So we could spend, you know, weeks on that, but weigh your words. So this is spicy synonyms. So it goes through. So we would spend some time maybe writing papers, and then maybe I could pick the words to change, or maybe her sister, you know, they could take turns switching out words, saying, hey, change this word, find a synonym for it. Or they could switch notebooks and find synonyms for each other. That would be a fun thing to do. So this obviously is not just giving out assignments, but I know we can think of our own, and so far that's what we're doing, talking about metaphors. So this would be fun. My girls actually really like thinking of metaphors. They think it's funny. So we could spend some time just writing down some and putting some into their writing. So the point that I'm trying to do with this is just really slow down and kind of perfect the things that they do know, and keep it fun and let them show their personality and let them see that writing is not a boring chore, because they love making creative stories, but they don't like it when I pull out the writing curriculum. So I'm trying to change that. I don't want their attitude towards writing to be bad. Okay, so we get into creative and personal writing. So this will have fiction, poetry, memoirs, and more. Memoirs, I said that funny. So again, a quiz just to find out what type of writer are you? Let y'all see. Da, 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 da. So take your readers for a climb. Talks about problems and conflicts. Beginning, middle, climax, end. What you say is what you get. So spotlight conversations for powerful storytelling. That looks fun. So this will be fun to pick different words of how you said it. And I could maybe make a challenge where you can't ever use the same one twice in your story. That would be fun. Fill the page. Cool, cool. Stuck for a story starter? Ponder these prompts. So we can go through and we can always use these more than once. We could think of challenges to make them all a little different, maybe the second time. But even if you just used them once, that is fun. And this is very affordable. I'm going to say 10 or less. I will link it for you guys. So this goes into poetry. Talks about how it can rhyme, but it doesn't have to. Talks about a rhythm it should have, and all the things. And over here, you just kind of practice. So you try these following forms to make your poetry flow. Talks about all the different kinds and how you can make it. So you could take a long time just working on poetry, and they'll have this as a guide to help them form those poems so they can have the confidence they need to do it. Picture this. So this will be fun. Use your own poetic language to write about these images. So those are fun images, and then of course on this we could always Google up some more images or have them take turns and draw each other pictures that then the other girl has to write a thing on, a poem on. Okay, writing about yourself, how to do a personal essay. That will be fun. Looking back, so different things to help you get started on a personal essay. Lots of different personal essay ideas that you can try. And again there, then we get into persuasive writing. It gives you all your little things you're supposed to do, your steps, so that you can go about your paper orderly, and gives you some ideas. It gives you some persuasive power words. I think you guys can see all that pretty well. Right? So yeah, this is looking really fun. And I think it'll just be the perfect amount of time we can spend on this. And then maybe you guys know another thing we might like that's fun like this. You can talk about that down in the comments. Now we're on to reports and research. So better book reports gives you things you can do to get some better book reports in there. So write what you read, more tips for those book reports. That'll be fun. And we don't, like I said, we don't have to go in order in this. I'm letting them pick. I gave them free reign. I said, take your book, take your notebook, sit where you want, get comfy, write me something. I can't wait to see it when you're done. So this is organizing your facts and ideas, writing your draft for that research paper or report, and then all the stages and phases of that report. Oh, a source sleuth. That'll be cool. Little quiz there. Here's the answers. And your bibliography basics. Bibliography. Y'all, I know it's bibliography. I'm reading through my camera and on the book at the same time. Alright. So just what is this? Testing. Short answers and essay questions. So we don't test, but you know, if they choose to go to college, they might want to work on this skill for short essays and exams. Revising and editing, always good to know. So this just takes you through revising and editing. That was another little quiz. It looks like every section has its own little quiz. Change for the better, ideas and purpose. So yeah, like I said, I give them free reign. Take it to your room with your notebook. When you are done, bring it to me. I look forward to seeing it. And like I said, it's our first week. So far we're enjoying it. I'll let you guys know how it goes. Miss Fix-It. Small errors. Okay, so it goes into how important spelling and grammar and punctuation and format and capitalization, all that stuff is. We're nearing the end, guys. You got your spell check quiz, great grammar quiz. So that'll be good. You pick which one. Quick fixes. Make sure you check these things before you turn it in. Editing decoder. So just like these, and they're used to these. This happens in their spelling book. So this should be easy for them to use in their writing. Reviews. Use comments from others to improve your writing. So when we get to this section, you know, we can start passing around the notebooks and they can take turns reviewing each other's writing and help each other, you know, give each other constructive criticism there. And this is Wordplay. So host your own writer's workshop, and I think this sounded really fun. They can do it together, or we could maybe even get some friends over and do this. They have dice I know you can do from Dollar Tree where you can write different things on it. Sorry, I got about to sneeze here. Or you can just do exactly what they say and use a regular die. So these things look, now my girls love to do this already. We do this together, they do it by themselves, they do it with friends. So that's a fun one. Poetry slam. I think this would be a cool like sleepover or like school day idea. Have friends over, have a poetry slam, have some yummy food and drink. I think that sounds fun. Kind words. Don't forget to end that workshop with some positive words. So, and like I said, they have math. Oh, sorry, won't focus. How to write mini mysteries, all kinds of stuff. It looks like a lot of fun. Yeah, see, it was $9.99. I got this on Amazon. So yeah, I think they'll really enjoy that. And I will let you guys know how it goes. I will link this down for you below. But so far, for right now, this is the only thing they're using for writing. Now, of course, they do write. They write for ocean. I looked at a book for science and for history and all that stuff. We do notebooking and journaling, but to improve their writing skill, they're going to be using this. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you have not, and we will see you next time. Bye, y'all.